Okay, friends, I want to talk about two different chargers that I got for Disney. We have started off with the FuelRod for charging our phones. So first we were starting off just trying to charge our phones. But I am a mom of 7, so there's a lot of kids. Not all of my kids have phones, but my older kids have phones. We were all trying to share this, FuelRod, which is great for one person, but it never fully charges your phone. But it's great if you're in a pinch. But it was nice that we could trade it in at Disney. So then I started researching, like I needed something that I could charge my teenagers' phones, my phone, my little ones' tablets, because when you go to Disney, you're there all day, and I just needed something that I could charge because we're not staying in hotels. Well, sometimes we are, but for just like a normal day at Disney, we're just going. So I got this. It is the Anker high-powered multiple device charging, and so you could do laptops, phone, and tablets. And so I got it for phones and tablets. So let me just show you. So here it is here. And you can see here, you power it on the side. And I do have it at 100%. It does not come. Now, the mistake I made is when I first got it, here we have it here. I don't even open it. We get in the car and we're going to Disney. We get out at Disney and I'm like, oh, let's take it out of the box. We just took it out of the box and I was like, we're just going to use it. But at that point, I think when you first get it charged, it's like 23%. And that did not help. So I was like, darn it, like, is this not going to be good? But then my kids reminded me, Mom, it was only at 23%. So what we did is we went ahead, brought it home, charged it, because we are homeschoolers. We go to Disney every week. And so sometimes twice a week. So later on during the week, I made sure that it was 100% charged. I took it. We were there. It was extended night. We were there past 1 o'clock in the morning, and probably got there around 9. And we just made a day out of it. And I will tell you, when I left, I could have probably still charged a tablet and more tablets and more computers. But I had 3 little ones tablets that I kept charged all day and 3 iPhones charged all day. And also, so when we go to the parks, we're doing like the GoPros and the Osmo Pocket camera because all my kids blog. And so we had those devices that we would change. So you can see here, can you see the port? It's like the Type-C. And so you could use this as a handle. Sometimes my little ones did use it as a handle, but I actually just kept it in my diaper bag under my stroller. So you can either have it like here on your wrist or you can take it like that. So you can charge it from here, so I do like the design of that. If you have 2 tablets you need to charge at a time or more kids, this one pulls out. So I do like that. It doesn't bother me at all. Now, let me see. I guess I didn't bring it in here. I have an attachment because all of the little ones, iTablets or Apple tablets, take the C charger. And my teenagers, their phones take the same charging port. But my iPhone is it's a little bit older. So, it takes one of these. But there's adapters, and I did not grab it. I'm sorry. There's adapters that you can put on the end of this and then use it for your phone. Let me see. Oops, I think I just dropped it. So you can put adapters on it if your cell phone's not a C charger, because maybe you have tablets, you have everything else that's a C charging port, but maybe your phone's not. It will still work with the adapter that you can purchase, and it's hardly nothing. It's a few dollars. So we did do that so we can make sure everything was done. So it's amazing. We go on a cruise every August. Sorry, this year it's going to be in September. Too much information, but that's okay. And we're going to be taking this with us on our cruise. So I will actually do another video and give you guys another update for that. But you see on the side here, so you can do, these are both input or output. So you can use those types of chargers to charge it, or, so for input to charge or for output to use the power. So you can do it there to charge them and here. And I do like the screen, so it does show you while you're using it. Let's see, do I have a tablet here? My kids keep grabbing their tablets. Let me grab a tablet so I can show you. Okay, I'm back. I grabbed one of my kids' chargers. Sorry, I'm back. I grabbed one of my kids' tablets, and of course, it is completely dead. Let's see, I just looked at it. Yeah, you can't even turn it on. Completely dead. So, not a problem. I'm just going to plug it in. Then right away you can see, can you see? I don't know if there's a glare. So it starts charging, so it's telling you it's 6 watts, 15 watts, and it's just showing you that it's charging. So I wish I could tell you how long it would take to charge, because when we're at Disney, we're not just sitting here looking at to see how long it takes. We got this in the bottom of the stroller and we're just moving on, but it doesn't take long. And see, it's turning back on now. It doesn't take long, and I continue to go about our day. And like I said, you don't just have to do one. Like, I can literally charge this and my cell phone at the same time, or this and charge a tablet at the same time, or the GoPro, or my Osmo Pocket cameras. Let's see if I have any of those down here. I do not. But you can literally charge multiple things, and when you leave the park hours later, it's still gonna have battery life in it. Remember, it's me going, and I'm taking 7 kids, and I'm able to switch out. Granted, I'm only charging 2 things at a time, but the whole time we're there, there's usually something on here charging. And then when we leave at the end of the night, there's still power in it. Because, they're blogging, they're taking pictures. Not that they're at Disney just like on their devices. In this generation, they're always recording, and that's okay. And that's what they do. So they're recording with their tablets for the little ones that don't have cell phones. My bigger girls are doing different things for pictures with their cell phones, and then they're doing their Osmo, their Action 5 Pros. They're doing those for blogging, and then all of those things have to be charged. And I will tell you, it really does. It really does work. It is a game changer. Like we always did the FuelRod for Disney, and if you have the FuelRod, I know this is apples to oranges comparison, but I'm just showing you this is what we did use, and I was just constantly you could never fully get your phone charged or fully get your tablet charged. It's not for surviving the whole family. We're also in Florida, so if you're in a state that is known to hurricanes, and so every hurricane season, there's a hurricane coming. What does Mama do? Because when we have hurricanes that come through, we're out of electricity for days. We're in Central Florida, and that is very common here. And so when we know that the storm is coming, we're busy making sure everything's fully charged, because it's hot, you're inside. And even if you have a generator, it's only running certain things. So you're trying to make sure that you have enough of power to keep the kids from going crazy. So this season, when the hurricane season wraps around, I know that, it's going to be a lot easier to keep things charged with this. So that's another, for emergencies, hurricane prep, that I'm going to use it for that, just to keep it in your car. If you never know what emergency could happen, and it's always good to be prepared. So let's see if I can see the percentage on the tablet, because it's only been a few seconds since I've been talking. So it's only up to 3%, but that's okay. And it's still, the output is 25 watts, it says. And so I do like that. You can see how it shows you exactly what your wattage output will be. So I do like that. And I know some people have complained about they didn't like the strap, you know, the charging port actually being the strap. And I will tell you, like for me, I don't use it. It's not that I don't like it. I do not use it to carry it because there is some weight to it. But my teenagers, you know, they already they're used to having cameras and blogging things hanging off of them. It is just natural for them to slip this on their wrist, you know, so they'll have this actually while it's charging and have their little cameras charging or their phone with their phone in their pocket. I know people probably pass by them, you know, at Disney and think, what in the world are these kids doing? Like they literally couldn't enjoy Disney without charging something, but that's not the generation that they are. You know, they're recording everything for the world to see. So it is what it is. Let me see. I'm trying to get it to pop back in there. There we go. And then it like, so see how it's hanging out? You can like snap it back. You know, just the little things. And I know there's a lot of reviews that show like technical things, but this is just a mom giving a review on how we use this baby at Disney. Like I said, this is fine. We're still going to keep this. But this is, and another thing is that when I send when I see my teenagers, it's like we're going to group that in with my young adult children that are even over 18. I'm not going to send them off, you know, out of the house without this in their car for an emergency. So I probably need to order another one, you know, with the size of my family. So the big girls can have them in their cars, you know. You never know when there's an emergency and you need to be able to charge. So I do recommend it. I do, like, I'm not technical. I don't know all the technical information. I just know the information as a mom in emergencies, why I would use it. All right, guys, hopefully you found some of those ideas helpful. Thanks for watching.